Is it? hmm, Do you foresee it being an issue that we have like all these pretzel-y conveyor belts twisting around each other, going to crazy places?
It would be more of an issue if we didn't have such a big base. See, the thing is, the rookie trap of this game is making too condensed a base because travel time sucks. And what you
Yeah.
end up being is like later you're like, oh, I need to expand this. This is my bottleneck. Oh god, I've built everything around it. I can't possibly rebuild this. And so you're trying to like get mods and stuff, like modifications to your builds, try and make like do anything you can to squeeze out a little bit more production out of it, and it becomes a mess. That's why I made it so wide open. We're at the point now where we can get away with condensing things a little more because we're so close to flight, and that's where it's like condensing doesn't matter anymore. You have flight because you don't need conveyor belts.
You mean like where we can fly? Or
No, like
robots?
robots will carry it in the Air Force because there's no such
Oh,
things
yeah.
as there's no such thing as running out of room in the air. Robots
Yeah.
clip through each other.
Oh, good.
So we never
Oh,
need to
God.
worry about congesting the air.
It would be a nightmare if they could run into each
Oh
other.
god, it'd be horrible.
My God, imagine. Is it important that I have the grenades and the gun turrets building close to each other, or can
No,
they just
they can
like
be anywhere in the base.
Okay.
So you've already got grenades done. Do you have gun turrets done?
I'm close, sort
Okay.
of. Well, I'm working on them.
All
I
right.
have the iron gear wheels here.
Electric
and the...
engine, electric furnace. Okay, let's do furnace first. You keep working on that. I'm going to figure out how we're going to automate our furnaces, our electric furnaces, because we need that for research anyway. We have lots of steel. We have lots of... Okay, we have all these ingredients. I just need to get them in one area.
Let's see.
Okay, there we go. There we go. And then I need advanced circuits, steel plate.
I
Easy.
can't guarantee that this will be the prettiest setup, but I
Yeah.
have an idea.
I have got a pretty ugly setup for what I'm doing right now, too. But it'll work. Okay.
Alright, so I'm gonna need assembly machine 2 here, making the gun turrets.
Oops. Blueprint, thank you.
Now I need iron gear wheels to make the assembly machines.
Yeah. Everything requires so much fucking iron right now. It's crazy. At least our conveyor belt production is fixed. That's nice.
Yeah.
I can't believe that was broken for so long due to a fucking rock. It got clogged up because there's some random rocks got in our furnaces, cooked into bricks. Objects were destroyed. Whoa, hey! Huge attack top left. Remember, hold down spacebar to attack. It's our battery
God.
production.
No.
Okay, we're good, we're good.
Whoa.
Okay, our construction robots are... our construction robots should be able to handle this. Let me just drop that down. Is that even attached to the...
Well.
No.
What did they destroy?
All right, well, he's already grabbing stuff from your inventory to fix up the things he broke. The purple
well,
things
good
are the
deal.
broken things. See how useful that is? It's crazy,
Yeah.
right? He's just placing it for us and fixing, because I don't remember all the shit. There were some inserters over here. Yeah, I see the ghost of some inserters and stuff. All right, that must have been all the stuff you had. I can handle the rest. Okay, there was
Good thing I'm
that.
about to automate gun turrets.
And then there's that. And
I just realized he was doing like some tiny pieces of construction on the ghost conveyor belts you just made. Like as I was running to protect us from the bugs,
oh.
he was like, "Oh, hey, here's a thing I can build."
All right. We fixed up that. We're okay. I got a gun turret in my backpack. I'm just going to place it down up there and load it up with some ammo. There we go. We have something. Even if it doesn't kill them, it'll give us time to respond to the crisis.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We got that. I can't believe they're not just ravaging our barely protected oil field up there.
I know. Well, we do have a turret or two up there, right?
We do. Well, at least now we know that our pollution has reached the north, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, advanced electronics done, so we can make processing units. That is the most advanced computer chip. And that also unlocks high-tech science pack. So we have every science pack that you get through regular like creation researched. So we're able to make all of them. We just need to set it up. And we're going to need all of them but military to logistics for flying robots. The thing we've been trying to do the whole game.
Oh my god.
All right, and I'm researching our substations right now. That is the that's like the widest range like electric pole. We're going to be using those in our solar panel field a lot.
Okay.
All right, so this is where you're making the gun turrets.
Yep.
Let me tell those to have their thing. There we go.
Let's see.
There you go. All right, we got it.
And it's going to output over here.
Yeah, you got it. Nice. All right, that's good for now. That's done.
Boom.
All right,
Hey.
electricity's not looking too hot. It's not a crisis yet, but it's not great. Everything's a little slower because of that. Okay. Missing for construction. Oh, we have blueprints over there. Yeah, we got blueprints that it wants to finish because it's in range of one of our roboports. And it's like, we don't have the ingredients. And it's like, cool it. We weren't even really building that yet. All right, good. There we go. Okay, we've got the brick going where it needs to. Okay, here's our project right now. We're trying to get to production science pack, which is the purple. So we need electric furnaces and electric engines. Right now we're working on electric engines or electric furnace, whatever it's called. We're making electric furnace right now. Steel plate. Okay. Advanced circuit, stone brick. We're already making all of those. We just need to get them in the same spot. If you go up to where the, just north here, we got the brick there. We've got the, we have the, what's it called? Advanced circuit here. So all we need is steel plate up here, which is not far at all. That's really easy to get up here.
All right.
And these furnaces require mostly brick and advanced circuit. Actually, no, it's mostly brick and steel plate. So those are the things we want on the close track for faster inserters. Got it. Which would mean that my assembling machines would be up here. Is there an attack? There's an attack. Down.
Oh, I see that. Yep.
Oh, God. Good thing you automated turrets, because it looks like we're going to be placing some.
Yeah. Just in time.
Got him.
Did I get anything?
It looks like your robot's taking care of it. Oh, fast inserter needs to get fixed. How did... there. There was some more brick in the line. I just fixed it. How does brick
this keeps happening?
Is there a drill we have somewhere that's picking up just the tiniest little bit of stone?
There might be. Okay, well, this one, there's a drill here that's empty now. That's got to be it. Like, there has to be, like, a drill that is on both iron and stone.
Yeah. Go around and just
Somewhere.
hover your cursor over and see if any of them expect stone.
Let's see. Well, this one expects 0, so I'm getting rid of that. This one's just iron. I mean, there's like very few iron drills left at the base. All iron. Yeah, I think they're all expecting just iron. It's really weird.
Okay, I'm gonna go place down some turrets. I just grabbed some from that chest. We already have like 20 made.
Yep.
So that seems to be producing reasonably fast. Might want to research laser turrets soon.
Ooh.
They're really good. Eats electricity though.
Mm.
There, I just put down 2 turrets where that attack happened. Filled them up on the weak ammo since we have so much bad ammo to give away now.
Alright. Can we tell our robots to, like, fill up gun turrets that we walk by?
Not yet.
Ah.
Once we have the whole logistics thing done, we can. Okay, I'm not going to tell it to research anything right now, just so we save on resources and electricity.
Okay.
We'll just have it stockpile science packs for a little while.
Yeah, our electricity is starting to dip.
Okay, let me plan this out. So,
It's getting some dips.
I just don't want these. Fuck, what is the drop button again? Oh god, I hate everything. Did I do it? I did it, and I don't know which button did it, but I did it. I probably dropped one of the ones I didn't want to drop. Yeah. Fucking... T, no. R, no. G...
Q, X,
It's not Q.
X.
It's not X.
Ooh.
Fucking, I'm checking
Z.
the options. Where's drop? Where's drop? Where's drop? Drop item Z. Fuck.
Oh wait, you say Z?
Yeah? Because I'm from a
Okay.
good country. Fuck you.
Funny joke.
It is a funny joke. Canada's a joke. All right, let's... Okay, let me plan this out. So what does it need mostly? It needs mostly steel plate, stone brick. So that's what I need to go fast on. Okay, gotta go fast.
I heard something about Canada the other day that I meant to ask you about. Somebody told me that in Canada, you guys don't like use your pennies anymore.
Yeah, we're taking those out of we've taken those out of production. Our currency has become so devalued that we are not producing pennies anymore, which means any price has to be rounded to a 0 or a 5.
Yeah,
In
that's
cents,
what I heard.
because our money is so worthless now that people don't consider pennies worth it. Which is why if you walk around Canadian cities, the ground is pretty much lined with pennies. That's not a weird joke. We have pennies just all around. They're so valueless that people just throw them on the ground and don't want them. Our money sucks. When I was in high school, my money was worth more than yours. Then we sold our national gold reserve because we're fucking idiots.
Oh.
The worst part, the prime minister who did that, it's one of our most hated prime ministers in recent history. Like, across party lines, everybody hates the guy. The only thing people could say positively about him up till that point is he had a background in economics, so he carried us through the recession pretty much unharmed, and that was the one good thing. Not that that's not worth praising. That is really good. But he carried us through mostly unharmed. And then on near the most recent election, when he was running for re-election again, because we don't have a term limit, he's like, I know what'll make people like me. Let's sell the National Gold Reserve. That didn't make people like him. Spoiler alert, he lost the re-election to a guy who lied about most of his campaign promises. And he's the guy I supported. Boy, is there egg on my face. And my wallet.
No,
Christ.
I thought Canadian money was always worth slightly less than American, though.
It went back and forth.
For a long time.
It went back and forth, but for pretty much all my high school years, we were worth about 5 cents more. Now we're worth about 35 cents less.
Because I noticed, book prices are always higher in Canadian dollars.
That's because Canadian money's worth less, and so we need to pay more.
Yeah, but I've always seen that. They would always have a separate price for US dollars and Canadian dollars. And the Canadian one was always higher.
Yep. It's,
even
depressing.
I have a copy of The Little Prince that came out probably in the 40s or 50s. The cover says 89 cents or slightly higher in Canada.
That's what it says word for word.
Yeah, it does not say an exact price. It just says slightly higher in Canada.
That's really funny. Now I wasn't alive in the 80s. I was born in 92, so I can't attest to back then, although I'm fairly sure our currency was worth a bit less. See, the thing is, Canadian currency being worth more than American currency for a while was not because... it's not a thing of we managed our economy better than you. It's that you managed your economy worse. Is that since the 80s, consistently, if you look at American dollar value, it's gone down and down and down over time because of American overspending. And I don't want to say that it's a unique thing to America. Most countries overspend, and it's depressing. But the thing is, you guys sold your national gold reserve, and yeah, it hurt your dollar value to some degree, but it wasn't that big because by the time you guys sold your national gold reserve, the American dollar was considered an international tender. That it is to this day. It is the most internationally recognized currency in the world, and so selling your national gold reserve is stupid, but it doesn't have nearly as severe impact as it would for other countries. Now, we sold our gold reserve with the intention of devaluing our currency because the government thought it would spur on more tourism from places like New York, where it's easy to get across the border, because people would day trip to Canada to spend money here because their money would be worth way more. It would incentivize them to come here, spend money, and then through sales tax, the government would make more money. Now, I don't know how much you know about about economics, but there's a very big reason why that's a stupid idea. 2 big reasons.
Okay.
1, we devalued our currency by 35 cents on the dollar compared to yours. So a third. That's severe. We don't produce many of the goods that our citizens use. This means that if the exchange rate is worse for us, which it is now, our companies and our local stores need to pay more of their money to import the ingredients or the goods they need to sell locally. Now, where does that money have to come from then? Because their profit margin's down. They're selling low-income goods, which means that profit margin has to largely, because we have a high minimum wage in Ontario, that means that the money has to come out of the prices, which means that the local prices need to be hiked up to make up for the loss in profits. Which means every Canadian citizen now pays more money for all of these many, 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 many goods, which means Americans aren't going to come to Canada because their money's worth more, because we raised our prices and they didn't.
Right.
So all of a sudden, if you come here, you are spending more than you're getting day trip into Canada for shopping, which means Canadians, even after our money got massively devalued, still Canadians day trip to New York because we'll save money because your prices are that much lower.
Oh my God.
And the second problem with that economic strategy is so if the government's trying to get money through sales tax by making everything more expensive for us and cheaper for Americans so that Americans will come here and spend more money, that means all that money is going to the government, not to the citizens. because we're the ones spending more money. So it's essentially another way of taxing us without raising our taxes. Thanks. Good God, this country. And then, in response to the unemployment crisis caused by this, as I got out of high school, the Premier of Ontario, Kathleen Wynne, who has just lost re-election as of the time of this, like less than a month ago, she decided our minimum wage was about $10.25, which is quite high. And that means that it's very hard to get a job here, because what are entry-level jobs? Low education entry-level jobs are food services, stores, local businesses, stuff like that. Things with a low profit margin. So they can't afford for things to fuck with their income. Kathleen Wynne's like, we have a lot of unemployment. Canadians don't have enough money. Let's give them more money. Our minimum wage is now $15. Oh my God. So now our minimum wage is getting hiked up to $15, which means small businesses have to lay people off because they can afford even less people. Which means unemployment is getting even worse. God.
Oh.
And you know this was a travesty because Kathleen Wynne, as she got voted out, had the lowest approval rating of any premier in Ontario history. 13% approval rating.
Damn.
Even the Liberal Party turned on her. Oh my God. It was to the point that she got beat by Doug Ford. Doug Ford, the brother of Rob Ford, the internationally famous former mayor of Toronto, who is famous for being on video smoking crack while being the mayor.
Oh, awkward.
His brother, who looks just like a clone of him and is just as obese and unhealthy looking, beat Kathleen Wynne.
Oh.
Now, I can't say that Doug Ford or Rob Ford, I can never remember which one's which. I can't, one's dead now, the meth one's dead now, or crack, or whatever he was on. Although he actually had a high approval rating, because drug addiction aside, I know that's a big thing to put aside. The constituents of Toronto actually quite liked him. He did a pretty good job, apparently.
Oh my God.
He was reasonable with the economy, and that's pretty much what, at the end of the day, the people voting on the federal election in Toronto are going to vote Liberal because they always do, because big cities vote Liberal. But the ones who give a shit about municipal government are going to vote for whatever has the job market healthy. So, and in Ontario, I don't think all the provinces are like this. Provincial elections are not along federal lines. It's always basically independent, which means like it's not like the mayor of Toronto is Conservative Party or Liberal Party or NDP or anything like that. They are their own thing. So, like, you know, we just got a new, I don't know if it's happened yet. We're running for an election of a new mayor of Oakville. And they would be of no party. Anyway, back to the game. I need to actually get this production line going here. So let's, I want that up there. And I want to split in this. So we're going to do the good old-fashioned this thingy.
I was doing some work just now to possibly increase iron gear production.
Good, because I was just talking, because I got really distracted with local politics that no one on Earth could possibly give a shit about unless you live in this one city in Canada. Or I guess Ontario, which Ontario is the most populated province of Canada, so at least there's that. So maybe you'll care. But I don't think anyone's going to be in the comment section really defending Kathleen Wynne. They might defend Trudeau, who I said I voted Trudeau in the federal election, and he fucking lied about all the things that I voted for him on. And when I say lied, I don't mean he was ambiguous. I mean, he said, I'm going to do this. And then 2 months after he got elected in the House of Commons, he was asked if he's going to do that. And he said, I listened to Canadians and they said don't do that. And then he got booed in the House of Commons.
Ooh.
It's bad when you're getting openly booed in the House of Commons and your own party isn't clapping for you. For anyone curious, it was, he said, if I win this election, it'll be the last election in Canadian history that is first past the post voting system, because we're changing it during my tenure. And I was like, that is something I can get behind. First past the post doesn't work well in Canada because we're not a two-party system. And then a month into office, he gets asked about that by Tom Mulcair of the NDP. He's like, so when's that happening? And he's like, I've listened to Canadians, murmuring start. Because that's always how he starts something that's going to piss you off. I've listened to Canadians, and they don't want that. And it's like, well, did you listen to Canadians when they voted for you based on that, jackass?
Yeah.
Because that's one of the things I supported him on. I didn't really like any of the candidates, to be fair. It wasn't the greatest selection in the world. But, come on, man. I supported you, and you fucked it all up. Oh, I hate the Canadian parties. We have 3 major parties. We used to have like 6 major parties, but like some of them never get votes anymore outside of Quebec, because fucking Quebec. Do you know anything about Quebec?
I know that they're like crazy French person land.
It's the really, really French part. They have a really unfair advantage in our politics. So here's the thing. Despite Quebec being like 20% of the country's population, if that, probably less, they have about half of the politicians, because we have this stupid fucking rule in Canada that gives a massive unfair advantage to Quebec, who's a money hog for every other province. Where we have a thing where high-earning provinces get taxed by the federal government and send some of their income to low-earning provinces to make up for it. So, without fail, every single month, Alberta has to pay shitloads of money to Quebec. They're not happy about that. Quebec is a massive, massive money hog, and Quebec is the French province. And Quebec has a massive overrepresentation in politics because we have a rule that they instituted a very long time ago, and they will not let go away, because once again, our prime minister's from Quebec. And the rule is, to serve in government office in Canada, you need to be fluently bilingual in English and French. There is only one province in Canada that is fluently bilingual in English and French, and that is fucking Quebec.
Imagine that.
So we have a massive overrepresentation of Quebecois, and they are... If anyone here has played Hearts of Iron 4... which I know you have, many people watching, because it's a very popular series on my show, because it's a fucking awesome game. Badass, fun-ass game. You know that the first problem with playing as France, before you even need to worry about Germany, is 45% communist support. Which is a problem they have to this day. There's a reason why France's highest tax bracket is 70% of your income. Did you know that?
Oh, God.
Does that make your blood boil and make you terrified?
That's ridiculous.
Would it even remotely surprise you if I said they have a brain drain issue in their country of, as soon as someone gets wealthy, they leave the country because they don't want to be punished for being successful?
That makes sense.
Yeah. Same problem Denmark has, who also has a very high upper tax rate, is all your successful businessmen move their businesses elsewhere, and so you have a job crisis. So yeah, the French are really, really, really into handing over all power to the government when possible. It doesn't end well. Anyway, that was politics, chat. Is there another attack going? It's always right by you. Are things particularly bad down there, or is the turrets pretty much handling it?
The turret totally handled it.
Okay.
We have 2 turrets right here, actually.
All right.
Yeah, they super handled it.
We got about half an hour left in this play session. You know what we need to do?
What's that?
We need to get electric engine units automated. We officially have electric furnaces automated. So we need to get we need to get electric engines. We already have batteries. We already have copper cables. We need speech modules and processing units later automated. Not yet. But we are very close to automating everything we need to get our logistics network for our flying fucking robots.
Oh boy, oh boy.
We are getting close.